Perry Bechtel Banjo, the greatest of them all. Perry Bechtel, the man with 10,000 fingers, brings a talent and technical skill to the four-string banjo that gives it a new importance as a solo instrument.
4 strings but 10,000 fingers.
Isn't it ironic?
In this album, he clearly demonstrates the wide variety of possibilities inherent in an instrument usually relegated to the rhythm section. For generations, the 5-string banjo, played with the fingers, a normal amount.
Yeah, this is how they're played.
Provided rhythm and embellishments for folk music and square dances. In the early 20s, the tenor banjo, a 4-string instrument, played with a pick, gained wide acceptance as a rhythm instrument to heighten the fast one-step beat of the flapper era.
There's too much banjo history here.
Yeah, and we've looked into banjo history on this podcast, and it's only a lot of just American history that you should have learned and you don't want to.
The great Michael Pinkerton of Paul Whitman's Unforgettable Band, and Harry Reznor, director of the radio's famous Click Club Eskimos, were among the famous banjo artists of the Jazz Age. Click Club Eskimos, C-L-I-Q-U-O-T. I'm going to go ahead and presume it's a Native American tribe name.
Gotcha.
Listen, I don't care. You can't name yourself the Unforgettable Band unless you're really going to back it up, because I've never heard of them.
Never heard of them. Yeah, that's where I was going with that, too.
That seems like something funny and ironic a band now would do. Like when we would joked about one of the garage bands we were in, the first album should be called The Greatest Hits of, band name.
Well, that's true for almost every band's first album. It is.
Yeah.
We had what's the name of the band in the PCU, the movie, Politically Correct University? Remember with David Spade's first movie? Everybody Gets Laid.
That's tasteless, disgusting, and offensive. I like it.
So they get on the radio to announce to college that there's this big party. It's like early college, high school movie.
Right.
And he goes like, "Tonight at the Quad, everybody gets laid." And like, that's...
I'll be fair. When I was a kid, I heard on the radio that on stage there was going to be bare naked ladies. And I mean, I had a similar reaction.
Bare naked ladies are triple platinum. Are you?
Into this circle of greats stepped a young ex-sailor whose first banjo had come to him through the gift of pawn ticket. Perry Bechtel couldn't read music, but he had an uncanny musical sense and a fantastically nimble set of fingers. 10,000 of them. Bill Spittenley, then leading an all-male orchestra, heard the young virtuoso and was so impressed that he offered Beck a job immediately. Go ahead and guess a year, gentlemen. What year do we think this record is from?
1969.
58.
58 on the money.
Wow. Jeez. I don't know what I'm doing.
Recorded in Nashville, Tennessee, no less. Well, we should have known that. It's a banjo record. That's right. For Perry Bechtel had then, and still has, something unique. He has the ability to make the banjo sound like a full orchestra. To hell with Bill Spittenley's others. It doesn't say that. He can make it sweet and pretty or warm and personal. He can play music no one else has ever attempted on the instrument. And he has all the flash that makes the banjo so universally appealing.
Yes, because when I think of an instrument that the world loves,
we are the world. We are the children.
It's the banjo.
Banjo.
I actually have seen Livingston, brother of James Taylor, in concert, and he does a bit, songs that should never be played on the banjo, and it did include Super Freak.
I mean, how many instruments has Kermit the Frog played? I don't know, but I do know that banjo is one of them.
What's the first line of lyrics in Rainbow Connection?
No one knows.
Why are there so many songs about rainbows? There aren't. There's like 2.
There are 2. There's only 2. That's fair.
There's more songs about Eric Clapton's ex-wife than there are about rainbows.
I'm gonna lie to you. There are more songs about Eric Clapton's wife than there are songs about rainbows. Fact.
In this album, Bechtel uses a hand-built Bacon and Day banjo incorporating the manufacturer's patented mute. As far as we know, this is the first time the muted banjo has been recorded. The listener will be quick to note the new effects the mute makes possible. There's an easy joke here about a muted banjo not being able to be recorded because it's mute, but I don't think it feels like low-hanging fruit, and we're just going to skim past it and move to the next paragraph. Cool.
Appreciate
The
it.
music ranges from rock and roll to concert classics. Ain't We Got Fun and Kentucky Babe suggest the soft rhythm of the soft-shoed dancer. The gypsy melody incorporates classical gypsy melodies frequently heard on the concert stage. Play Fiddle Play, Now Is the Hour, and the Oklahoma Melody are in true concert style in which the imagination and skill of the artist and full resources of the instrument find complete unity. That was one sentence.
Good
Note the
Lord.
effect of two banjos and the bells of St. Mary's, the bright and fresh sound of Long Short and Bread, and the Donkey Serenade. Donkey Serenade. The Donkey Serenade.
Don't skip over that. Say that slower.
Yeah, go back. I want
line's
you to
gotta land.
I want you to say it like a local southern or small town, and you just saw something like that's like seeing a pig fly. Say it kind of like that.
Note the effect of two banjos on the bells of St. Mary's, the bright and fresh sound of Long Short and Bread, and the Donkey Serenade.
The Donkey Serenade. Yep.
And for country rock and roll, there's Rock-a-Lin, a modern lullaby whipped up as a pacifier for Beck's granddaughter. In banjo, the greatest of them all, the performer, the instrument, and the music all measure up to the superlative of the caption.
I feel like even in 1958, it wasn't considered modern.